The trip has been fantastic. It's been a lot of fun. The people have been great.
If you like music of any type, be it honky-tonk, jazz, southern blues, this is a tour for you.
And it's much more than just the music. The music is the tool that you use to learn about the area. We've enjoyed it very much.
Gate One's musical journey through the South begins with a stay in Nashville, home of the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Grand Ole Opry. Our next destination is early rock and roll in Memphis, Tennessee, with a stop at Elvis Presley's Graceland. Then it's on to the Delta Blues of Mississippi, with a visit to the B.B. King Museum and live blues at an authentic juke joint. Our tour concludes in the Big Easy, the birthplace of jazz, New Orleans, where we immerse ourselves in the music and culinary delights of this vibrant city.
Our Gate One musical journey begins in Nashville, the Music City, where our hotel is located right next door to the Country Music Hall of Fame and a short distance from Broadway Street with all of the honky-tonks.
We walked up and down Broadway the first day we got here. We listened to music coming out of the restaurants and the clubs. It was a great place to be. When we visited RCA Studio B, that was a lot of fun. It was stepping back into history.
And we got to see where Elvis played the piano and where he hung out. That was a great thing for me. And then we made our own CD.
Come on and be my little good luck charm.
We sang one of Elvis's songs, and we were able to get a copy of the recording, and it was just a very, very fun portion of our day.
And then, of course, the Grand Ole Opry was just amazing.
The show was excellent. It was just beautiful.
I think for me, the Grand Ole Opry was one of the highlights of the whole trip.
And to actually go there, where so many famous performers have sung before, really was very, very exciting.
The show was incredible.
I done told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best it's ever been.
The highlight for me was the Charlie Daniels Band.
Man, that was just out of this world. Then we found out he was 82 years old, which made it even better.
Thank you for coming, we love you. God bless you. Good night.
So next, we head over to Memphis, considered the birthplace of rock and roll and the beginnings of the blues. On Beale Street, lots of live entertainment, lots of blues, and gotta try some of that famous Memphis barbecue.
It really paid off to have the hotels within walking distance of all the major venues. That's a feature that is really very good.
Well, Graceland, I really like Graceland. I was really interested in the mansion to see how well appointed it was and what great taste Elvis had. Because you figured it would be a little bit more ostentatious, but it really wasn't.
One of the things about Elvis's house, the kind of wild decorations that were in that place, when you think about when it was happening.
I really enjoyed the museums and all of the different things that were on display that gave you more of a picture of who Elvis was. The fact that he was in the Army, the fact that he was so philanthropic. So I think it was a learning experience honoring who he was as a person.
I went to the crossroads, fell down on my knees.
As we travel through Mississippi, we go through the Delta to the B.B. King Museum and to Club Ebony.
Gate One! Welcome, Gate One! Welcome!
That was just a highlight of the trip as far as I was concerned.
And it was really cool to learn how many legends had played there, like James Brown, Ray Charles, Howlin' Wolf, and B.B. King himself, who ended up buying the club.
We got to dance. The band was great and lively, and it was just a step back into time. It was a lot of fun.
New Orleans is so special because it's got this amazing mix of cultures. So it's got European, French and Spanish, Caribbean influences. And so here our architecture is unique, our food, our music is wonderful, and there's just a lot of life and vibrancy in New Orleans, and the people are super friendly.
Welcome to New Orleans, Gate 1.
Oh, I love New Orleans. It's a lively city. Our hotel is very centrally located. We did go down to Bourbon Street, and again, it was lively and it was colorful. A lot of characters walking around the street there, which made it more fun.
We had, coffee latte and 3 beignets. It's a fried donut. It's very good.
With a half a ton of powdered sugar on it.
Last night we had dinner at the New Orleans School of Cooking, and that was an amazing meal. The instructor was so funny, so delightful.
The food was really good. We had gumbo, we had jambalaya, we had bananas Foster. And getting to taste it was great.
So while in New Orleans, we're going to go down to the bayou on Jean Lafitte's swamp tour to see the alligators and the swamps of Louisiana.
We Cajun out here, we sure welcome Gate 1.
This is my 25th trip with Gate 1, and I hope to do many more.
Every tour that we've gone on, the tour managers have been phenomenal. I feel it's very good value. They take you to very good hotels. It's a wonderful, well-run, well-organized agency. It was just a great, fun trip. It was an easy trip to travel on. I would highly recommend it.
I highly recommend Gate 1. I think they're very well organized. And of course, the camaraderie of the people.
Everybody's there for the same reason. They want to learn, they want to explore, they want to see a new place, and they just want to have fun.
I would definitely recommend this trip with Gate 1 because it was so educational and entertaining. They take all the stress out of travel.
So come join us on Gate 1's musical journey of the South for an experience that you'll never forget.
Thank you, Gate 1.
Gate 1 Drive.